Hey, and welcome into another video. Here today we'll be taking more of a look into our Supercell CWL week from January, and we have a couple more attacks to dive into today. And today we'll be looking at some Queen Charge Dragon attacks. Haven't showed too many of those here on the channel, but we found some good bases to hit with them during the week, and we were able to take full advantage of that right there. So firstly, looking at this base, the number one thing we see right here is this exposed town hall right here, which means you can queen charge that pretty easily. There isn't too much DPS in the area. You got your king there, you got an expo there, sweepers pointed over there, but other than that, there really isn't too much concern for a queen charge. There is an RC as well, but other than those couple things, there isn't too much to really damage a queen charge into the town hall. So that's what we can do into the base to begin with. But then the question comes, well, if you're going to queen charge the top area by the town hall, well, what do you want to use to attack the base with? Well, what you see what's around the town hall is an air defense here and an air defense there. If you pick up 2 air defenses and the town hall on a charge, excuse me there, that just opens up the base for dragons to come through the middle of the base, and that's exactly what Vortex plans to do here. He plans to queen charge the town hall and then dragon through the center. So let's set this up here. Queen's going to come around down here, king's going to come over here, and the king, he wants the king to path that way, clear out some of the trash buildings for the dragons. Queen's going to come around, wrap around in, and go like that right into the town hall, just like so. And basically what he wants this queen to be responsible for is everything right here in this top layer. Queen's going to be responsible for everything that's in that box, that purple box right there. And she'll be easily able to do that due to the lack of DPS that is in the area. So now we look at the base and we're saying, okay, well now we need to funnel out this side of the base to make sure that the dragons can shoot right through the middle. So how are we going to do that? Well, over here we got some point defenses. We got an air defense up over here as well. And the best way to handle this section is with your Royal Champion Ice Golem down in front, with the Royal Champion following in behind, going right in for this Archer Tower. And he's going to throw Baby Drag over here on the army camp to take out some of these things right there. Oop, we got our notifications on right there. Let me go ahead and turn them off right away real quick there so we don't have to see that. Sorry about that. Forgot to turn them off. But nonetheless, let's continue with the plan. We got an Ice Golem Royal Champion coming in. And what this Royal Champion is going to do is start to clear out these Archer Towers, this mortar, cannon, air defense, and Archer Tower, just to start making the funnel. Baby Drag comes in, takes out that. So now you're looking at it, and now you're saying, okay, with all those buildings down right there, what does that leave us? What kind of pathing does that leave us? Right through the base, just like this, dragons, a straight path through the base with your Grand Warden in behind the dragons. And as you can see, sweepers pointed this way and this way. So that means when the dragons are coming through this path, there's going to be no sweepers attacking them whatsoever. So it's going to be nice and easy pathing for the dragons. But that's not the last point of the plan. He's got a Stone Slammer with some loons inside of it to come in, direct target this cannon, and then take out this Inferno Tower. So the Inferno Tower over here, that section's gone, and now the funnel is even more thin for the dragons to come right through the middle. He's got a heal spell as well. Heal spells are nice to use in coordination with your dragons because, you know, there's going to be some DPS in the area. You got multi-infernos, you got Scattershot here, you got a Scattershot on the back end. But he does have a freeze spell that he's going to be able to use for that Scatter Inferno Expo combo, so that's a really good freeze value. So overall, this is just a perfect base to come in with the Queen Charge Dragon. Let's go ahead and check out the replay and see exactly how he was able to get this one done in the Supercell CWL. Alright, here comes Vortex with the Queen Charge Dragon. And like I said, these videos are all pre-recorded and I'm talking over them right now, so I can't touch the screen. I can't zoom in or zoom out like I usually would, so I've got to keep my hands away from the screen or I'll mess up the video. So let's just go right in here. The king's going to come around. He wanted the king to clear out that side section over there, but the archer tower still was up, so he actually came back around, and that means the trash buildings at the 7 and 8 o'clock area did not get funnel out, but the dragons are being sent through that side anyway, so it's not going to make a huge difference, as those buildings weren't essential to be cleared to take down the base. So while the queen's on the hound, taking out the pups, and eventually going to shoot out to the town hall, he's already started with the RC down at the bottom. Ice Golem in front to tank. RC is going to remove that air defense and thin out the pathing for his dragons, which are already starting to come in right there. RC, nice ability right there, getting out the last remaining structures. Perfect path for the dragons through the base. Queen's going to continue to power through as she takes down the town hall now. Just that Expo and Inferno shooting on her. Going to get in range of the healers, but not before the dragons can come in and start tanking the Inferno beams right there. Scatter shot still on that, and that's why it's really nice to heal up those dragons through those scatter shot attacks right there. Here comes the Stone Slammer right onto the Archer Tower, and then the Cannon, and then eventually the Inferno, thinning out the pathing. Last Rage going into that Inferno Scatter Shot Expo section with a nice freeze right there, taking out the DPS that was on his dragons. One air defense left up, but there's a full health Stone Slammer, multiple dragons still up at pretty decent health right there. Queen charge survived the whole way to the end, was able to pick off that whole section up there. So very nice. Everything just went exactly to plan right there. And Vortex, as you can see, had a beautiful plan for the space and was able to come through with the triple here in the Supercell CWL with the Queen charge dragon attack. Very powerful against those bases where you can take down 2 ADs and the Town Hall in the charge. So very nice job to Vortex right there. And let's go check out the next video, next replay of Queen Charge Dragons that I have for you as well. Alrighty, and here we go with the next attack. This one is by Zero, coming in with the Queen Charge Dragon attack as well. And on this base, it is quite interesting. Strange looking base there. Town Hall is exposed on the outside. You just have these walls up here that he doesn't want you to come in from exactly at that angle, but I don't really know what the benefit is to coming in exactly from that angle unless you were doing like a smash or something. But nonetheless, Zero's plan here was to come in, and he wants to Queen Charge out this section right here with the Queen getting down the Town Hall. Let me circle that as well. Getting down the Town Hall, a scatter shot, and an air defense with his Queen Charge. And in the previous video, we were talking about how beneficial it is to get 2 ADs with the Queen Charge and the Town Hall for these dragon attacks. But if you can get a scatter shot in that mix, maybe it's 1 AD, 1 scatter shot, and a Town Hall, that's just as good, because the scatter shots do a tremendous amount of damage to dragons, especially when they're all clumped together. And they, you know, versus 1 air defense shooting 1 dragon, you got a scatter shot that can hit like 8 dragons if they're all together. So the scatter shot can do just a tremendous amount of damage to packs of dragons. So getting one of those down is just as important as getting the air defenses down, if not even more important, depending on how your comp looks. In this case, he does have a heal spell, so that'll be nice to use somewhere around there as this scatter shot over here is firing on him. So let's go ahead and see exactly how he's going to be able to form the funnel for his queen. He's got the king coming down over here just to form the funnel over here to make sure that the queen doesn't walk. Wizard on here. There goes the wizard, going to take out them couple structures just like so. And that way that forces the queen, who's going to come up right here with a baby dragon over here with a Coco Loon in front of that. The baby dragon will take out them couple structures. And what that does is basically forces the queen to come right into this section, take down this air defense, and then turn this way towards the town hall. Going to engage the enemy RC, and he'd be able to take that down, taking out the CC as well after that. The biggest thing that we were looking at when we were when Zero was planning this attack was this sweeper that was pointed directly at where his healers would be coming in. So this is why he brought a couple freezes here. That way, while he was dealing with the RC and the CC, he could freeze the sweeper and the scatter shot together. It was pretty good value right there, keeping the healers on the queen, keeping the scatter shot DPS off the queen. So once he dealt with the CC, the queen should be able to take down the scatter, take down the town hall, and just like that, the queen has, let me get rid of some of this stuff right there. Just like that, the queen will have been responsible. Whoop, didn't click the marker. There we go. The queen will pretty much have been responsible for all this stuff just like that. So everything in the red and the purple box is out. The king over here pretty much responsible for all the stuff in the red box just like so. And what that does is that creates good pathing right now for dragons to come in and shoot through the middle of the space. Just like that. Here comes the drags with the warden in from behind. Just like that. It creates pretty good pathing right through the center of the base. Stone Slammer coming down over here to direct target this Archer Tower air defense. That also thins out the pathing over there, keeping the dragons moving forward and not having to deal with the air defense. RC coming down on this wizard tower, and he's going to deploy this RC pretty late after all these expos has gone down. You got 2 ground expos. If you deploy the RC right away, or if you put an ice column in front, it's just going to shoot down the ice column or the RC really quickly. So what he wants to do is he wants the dragons to come through, take down these expos first, just like that, and then he's going to deploy his RC so that the RC can walk around the base. And look at the RC pathing here. To the air defense, to the wizard tower, to the mortar, and then in. You can use the ability to get through that. And there really isn't too many point defenses. You got a cannon, an archer tower, cannon, archer tower on the way there, and another cannon. And this archer tower will probably be tanked by some dragons. So when you look at everything and when it's all said and done, you only got like 4 point defenses, and with her ability, she gains so much health that his plan is basically for the RC to get everything that I've circled in the blue. And that's tremendous value as well. And the queen, she should be able to stay alive through the raid as well. Got a heal spell for the dragons once they get in range of this scatter shot that'll be firing on them. And really a lot of things to do with these dragon attacks are pathing and being able to pick off key structures with your queen, such as air defense, town hall, scatter. Being able to pick off key structures with your stone slammer, such as an air defense or inferno. And same with the RC, picking off key structures in inferno or air defense. And also creating good pathing to keep your dragons moving through the desired location on the base, which is exactly what he's going to be able to do here in this replay. So let's just jump right into it and see exactly how he was going to bring this one down with the queen charge dragon attack. Alright, and here we go. Here's Zero coming in with the queen charge dragon attack. Got the king onto the storage with the wizard in from behind. Balloon with the baby dragon coming down to check for any seeking air mines. Baby dragon going to be able to clear out that little side up there. Just making sure that the queen will be able to path right down towards the town hall. Here comes the queen. King has done his job, creating a nice funnel for the dragons, for the queen to step up into the town hall. Queen got the healers deployed in from behind, and here we go with the charge. Queen's going to take a while getting through some of these structures. Going to move up to the barrack and then over to the air defense, bomb tower, and then RC. As the RC going to engage right there, now she'll move on to the storage and to the platform, and then she's going to pull the CC. There comes the CC. Going to freeze the scatter. Going to freeze the sweeper. And now as soon as that lava hound's locked on, now he's going to drop the dragons. Now why is he dropping the dragons? Well, that's because the sweeper is on the healers right now. That means it's not going to affect the dragons, and the dragons can come through, pick off that sweeper, and continue on through the base just like so. Going to warden ability right there. Nice little warden ability. Going to keep the queen protected. Going to keep the dragons protected through the scatter, through the town hall, as a couple of them veer off to the town hall, but no big worry. That stone slammer came in, picked off the necessary buildings. Here comes that late RC deployment. Like I was saying, Archer Tower's tanked on a dragon. Just a cannon firing on her. She's going to come around, and basically that late deployment of this RC is huge because now all those point defenses that I was talking about earlier are down, and she's going to just come in and snipe off that Inferno and air defense just like so. Continuing on to the warden, and then she's going to die right there. But the queen staying alive through the base, and that was just tremendous value. Getting the key structures with the queen, the scatter, air defense, town hall, getting a key structure with the stone slammer and that air defense, getting a key structure with the RC in terms of getting that last air defense and Inferno down. So when you can use your heroes and your CC to get those key structures down, and then you can also create really nice pathing for the dragons along with that, just makes the base very vulnerable to the Queen Charge Dragon attack. And that's exactly what Vortex was able to do right here with the Queen Charge Dragon attack. So really nice right there. Did I say Vortex? It is late. It is late, folks. It's almost 2 a.m. Vortex got the first one. This is 0 coming in with the triple right there with the Queen Charge Drag. So nice job to both Vortex and 0 in these 2 attacks that we showed today. And that'll wrap it up for this one. And as always, hope you enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you in the next one.